Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. On this channel, we cover the crypto news and we interview many of the folks who are building and investing in the asset class. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, today we got confirmation that billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya said he bought 1 million Bitcoin back in 2013. And if you put the price of Bitcoin at $9,000, that would equate to $9 billion. Talk about a portfolio. Talk about a bag, guys. And he was certainly ahead of the curve because he was one of the first institutional investor or big money to get into the market. And now you see loads of them are getting in now, right? We just recently heard about from Paul Tudor Jones. And he said he was adding 2% of his assets in Bitcoin. And we know Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, a lot of other Wall Street firms are getting in. However, Chamath warns that Bitcoin's success will spell global economic catastrophe. So I'll explain what he means by that. So the 43-year-old billionaire, venture capitalist, and chairman of spaceflight company Virgin Galactic said on the Unchained podcast that investors should apportion 1% of their portfolio to Bitcoin and hope it never pays off. I just think if people have been hardworking with their heads down, they should have an opportunity to make sure they don't get wiped out if the government itself just continues to make a string of bad decisions that then have rising consequences. And Bitcoin, to me, is the only thing that I've seen so far that is really fundamentally uncorrelated to the decision-making process and to the decision-making body, because at the end of the day, any other asset class, equities, debt, real estate, commodities, they're all tightly coupled to a legislative framework and an interconnectedness in the financial markets that brings together many of the governments that are sort of behaving this way. So he's absolutely right. Bitcoin is the hedge against all the toxic capitalism, money printing, inflation, and bad government decisions. And we've seen it survive so many things. Many folks have called for its debt and said it's a fraud, it's a scam, even going back to Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan. But now they've capitulated. They now offer crypto exchanges banking services, and they put out reports saying Bitcoin has lasting potential. So what a flip, a 180, right? So he also gave kind of a warning here, saying if Bitcoin bets pay off, or if your Bitcoin bets pay off, it will be cataclysmically destructive for the world. And that'll have enormous consequences to many people we all know and care about who weren't hedged in Bitcoin. And so you almost don't want it to happen. So what does he mean by that? Well, Bitcoin was created out of the 2008 recession, once again, as that hedge against the toxic capitalism. So part of its success is if the governments continue down the road and they continue to screw the common people, fiat currencies lose their value, inflation. Part of its Bitcoin success will be a catalyst for Bitcoin success, right? Not the only catalyst. So I don't necessarily agree with the full doom and gloom of this. I do believe it's going to play a part because, as we can see right now, the money printing and all the things that are going on are going to help Bitcoin. But I'm hoping that he's not right where it's going to be cataclysmically destructive for the world, right? Let's hope not, because certainly I don't want to see my family and friends in that situation, but he does have a point. So he also says his first investment in Bitcoin was a purchase of 1 million Bitcoin back in 2013, and when it was valued around $80. So, wow, guys, he got in early. And like I said, now you have the other billionaires and millionaires following in his footsteps and are putting a percentage of their portfolio into the new asset class that is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So exciting times, and it's really great to see all of these big money players getting in. And why I wanted to highlight this is Chamath is a billionaire, very successful person, right? And Paul Tudor Jones and all these guys. So you want to watch what they're doing with their money. And we are here early, we're ahead of the curve, and we're here on the side of smart money. Now, something very funny and interesting, Cointelegraph trolled Chuck E. Cheese. So today, Chuck E. Cheese announced their bankruptcy, at least the parent company, and Bitcoin's market cap is at $170 billion. So why did they troll Chuck E. Cheese? Well, Chuck E. Cheese called Bitcoin a fake currency back in 2019, July 2019. The user Ryan Hoover had tweeted, "Chuck E. Cheese tokens are cool and all, but I'd rather earn Bitcoin." They responded saying, "To each his own fake currency." And of course, the Bitcoin and crypto community started going after them. But they highlighted that, hey, Chuck E. Cheese is bankrupt today, and Bitcoin has a $170 billion market cap. And it goes back to Jamie Dimon and all these people who call for Bitcoin to end a fraud. You lose your money. It's a scam, blah, blah, blah. And now, no, Bitcoin has survived. Crypto is growing. The asset class is taking off. And we continue to see more investments in the infrastructure. Kraken, the crypto exchange, has pledged $150,000 for the development of open source Bitcoin, or I should say BTC Pay server. So cryptocurrency exchange Kraken has donated $150,000 in Bitcoin to BTC Pay Foundation, the entity managing BTC Pay, a popular open source tool for merchants accepting Bitcoin payments. So since BTC Pay is free, it relies on donations like Kraken's to run and fund developers making improvements to the app. BTC Pay is a tool for Bitcoin bookkeeping tasks that merchants need, such as managing invoices, tracking how much Bitcoin the merchant is owed for each product sold. So the big part of the infrastructure is the ability to invest, buy, sell, trade crypto, but also to spend it and for merchants to accept payments. That's so critical. And we know Jack Dorsey's Square is kind of leading the charge there, and we're seeing more merchants are willing to accept crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, whatever it may be. We just talked about the ATMs that are popping up in every CVS, 7-Eleven, Rite Aid. PayPal now will offer crypto trading. So all these different infrastructure items and on-ramps are being built out. And by the way, I will be interviewing the CEO of LibertyX, the ATM company that's going to be setting up those Bitcoin crypto ATMs in 7-Eleven, CVS, Rite Aid. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, and leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about this news? What do you think about what Chamath said? We'd love to hear what you guys think. I will talk to you all later.